Yeah. Put them in. Put them in the bread. Put that in that bread. In the other side. In the left side. There you go.
And no start running. I didn't left. Put my hands out on my door. The door gets hot.
Hot, yeah. That's like on it. Going up this step, they get hot too.
Yeah.
Shit, I bet you can't touch that. I bet you can't touch that.
No, you can't.
No, I know you can't. No, you can't. It's cooling off a little bit now. Yeah. No.
Islam.
No, but you notice they put the speech on the ground.
Happy holy day as well to you. Oh, right. Well, just a few moments ago, I'm feeling right now a sensation around my buttocks. Like that's a form of attacking the genitals, where the spirits can.
It should just stay that way.
That is a form of the genitals being attacked spiritually. Just a few moments ago. I mean, actually, just as I called.
We should wait another year to pick up that other 30%.
No, I don't know why would spirits do that. That is that's an animal behavior. That's not you can't. If you're not an animal, you can't. It's like you're trying to justify. You're trying to rationalize a mentality, a state of mind of an animal, and you're not an animal. But you can learn the beast. You need to learn the nature of the beast so you can navigate. And live your life productive life as a true American citizen. So if you don't know the nature of the beast, those that behave like animals and on the physical plane and spirit and mental plane, then it's easier for you to be preyed upon. Well, today was it was a really good day. I thought it was odd. I just posted that video about how laboratory experiments could be used to send sharp pains. It doesn't matter. They could be in different forms, different bodies. Some can look like they have Down syndrome. Some could be overweight. It doesn't matter. In other words, I was giving an example how unclean spirits can be used by those that imply to be connected to, or that are connected to the military, the United States Navy, Army, that have not taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the Constitution of 1787, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, and the 13th Amendment, 20 sections. So these are definitely acts of terrorism, and so they are being used. And then that military that have not taken an oath or affirmed to do this, to uphold these divine laws of freedom, then they are being used by a foreign jurisdiction. And so that's literally what's going on. So that branch that have not taken an oath or affirmed to uphold these divine laws of freedom, the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, and the U.S.A. Constitution, which is naturalization, according to Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4 of the U.S. A Constitution, that in reference to that article in that section, in that clause, I should say, then that means they are definitely being used by a foreign jurisdiction. And so this is dealing with causing harm spiritually, mentally, and these are acts of terrorism. Yeah, Islam. So yeah, that's something to think about. You wouldn't think about it, but they show, you've seen on videos on YouTube where they have birds being like robots, right? The first time they have it on YouTube. They like, look, these scientists are showing what they can do, and how they can make birds that look like regular natural birds, but they're not. They literally show YouTube. these scientists are showing you how they create and how they have made copies of natural life forms on the earth and use them for whatever reason they want to use them for. Yeah, YouTube have these. Yeah, they have them on the YouTube and other social websites. So they're not trying to keep it a secret. They anymore. They did before because I guess that's the purpose of breeding. But now I don't think because they breed if they're breeding natural birds with robot birds. They take from the original host that DNA from the original host. So, and that's a form of breeding. So they take the DNA from the original bird, the natural bird, and then they create another bird, another species of bird. Yeah, so they're not hiding it anymore. But anyway, let me get to the point. I had made that video just last night. I posted it. It was late last night. It was about 8 p.m. last night. A customer, two customers came in. They come in usually when the manager, Miss Phyllis, is working. And one customer, she said she come in all the time. I heard her say that as I thought that. Anyway, the one that came in, that comes in usually when Miss Phyllis when Miss Phyllis is working, was upset about. She was saying, speaking to the regular that go by the name Charlie or answer to the name Charlie. And I remember this guy was like, she was a little loud and she was talking to the cashier, Nikki. And she was like, I have a Down syndrome child. And she was fussing about, she was feeling like somebody was actually, sound like they were either somebody was, I don't know, she was just seemed very upset in reference to her Down syndrome child. She was, yeah, literally, yeah. And so then right behind her was another lady that comes in. She has a symbol on her license plate. Looked like a hospital symbol. I'm not sure what kind of symbol it is, but it looks like a hospital symbol. And she's also, these are two, unless they claim a nationality, black females. So I thought, I find this odd. 'Cause I just posted that video to my Moorish American family and my husband Dwayne by Arrington-Bey late last night. It was because I was tired. Yeah, it was about 8 something. Yeah, I was really tired. They had to upload the video. They're both unless they claim a nationality, African American black females, and they've been coming here quite a bit. Now the one that was speaking about the Down syndrome, she actually left her food here. I don't know why she left her food here, but one time she came in, excuse me Allah. She came in here and she was just complimenting me about how fresh and pretty I look, and I just stayed quiet because how she said it made me feel a little uncomfortable. But she's an elderly lady, so you wouldn't think that coming from someone that looks to be over 45, over 60 or maybe 50, over 55, 60. But I don't know if she has family members that come in here as well, but she just kept saying how fresh and pretty I look. And I was like, thank you. And I just stay. And she usually tell, when I give her decaf coffee, she usually say, be careful, don't burn yourself, over and over again. So, make sure she said that. I used to repeat it because she said it each and every time she got a decaf coffee.
To me Sunday.
But anyway, I find it odd.
Where was you at Sunday?
Well, one of them was speaking to one of the regular black males that I answered to the name Charlie. So that's how I and when she was speaking Down syndrome real loud, I was like, why is she upset?
Hey, man.
And that's a coincidence, right? I just posted a video last night. It's September the 20. I think today is the September the 27th. Let me check. I think today is September 27th. Hold on one second. Islam?
Huh? Yeah. Somewhere down the line, she a man. That's Lloyd Griffin. Lloyd Griffin sister. And she got another sister. Yeah, we call her. Yeah. Small world, man.
No. I ain't never, no. Mama!
Islam, excuse me. Yeah, you know my phone is old. Yeah, and then after when she probably get tired of me. Like I literally just to keep and the phone is probably about to shut down. Yeah, so yeah, it's September 27th. And so 2019. I have to go. You too. Me, okay. Yeah, but I wish you a great. Oh, so far so good. Well, the only thing I would say, if you can hear me, because I'm using my tablet too, is that it made me think about. It definitely made me. I was thinking about, because as soon as when she was talking about Down syndrome, my thoughts were like, I just posted that video, and she comes in usually when Miss Phyllis, the manager, works, and I was like, that was so odd, and so my thoughts were just going. I literally almost made a mistake. I did make a mistake because I had that thought. I was like, gosh, that is so odd. I just posted that video last night, and it's approximately 10:15 a.m. This happened about 9:45 a.m. So approximately 9:45 a.m. So naturally it's about approximately 10:30, because it said I clocked out. Hold on one second. At 10:02, it's probably about 10:15. So yeah, I made a mistake on order. So no, it wasn't bad. I didn't see that it was two meals instead of one. Yeah, I did see it was 2 meals instead of one. I thought it was 1 meal in the bag for drive-through, and we were expediting so fast that a Lamborghini showed up on the screen on the drive-through that one of the coworkers, Khalid, pointed out this morning. It was just me, the manager Thomas, the black male manager Thomas, and Khalid expediting this morning. And we were doing it so fast that I guess this is what he was implying, that a Lamborghini came up on the screen at drive-through. So when that happened, I messed up, because I was like, gosh, that is odd, because I haven't used the word Down syndrome in so long, and I was giving an example and wasn't saying all Down syndrome or all people that are overweight or all people that are thin or all people. I was giving an example, and I think that was definitely verbalized in the video, but it wasn't for her, or I'm not saying she looked at it, I don't know, but I just thought it was odd, because it's definitely for my Moorish American nation and family, and my husband Dwayne Arrington-Bey. So but the day was a good day, and like I said, we're expediting pretty good. I felt good today. Khalid Muhammad said he couldn't open the refrigerator because his back was hurting. I was wondering why some of the things were being left out of the cooler, like the caramel frappe mix, and he explained why. He said his back was hurting, and I said no problem, I can bend over, do it, my back isn't hurting. The video was about, unclean spirits sending sharp, dull pains forcefully, being used to do so, and then causing the population to be recycled in the medical field. And because I know some of the pains that are sharp and dull that I experience are forced. And even if I had the ability to cause that type of harm, I wouldn't do it. Islam. Well, that's part of being, that's the difference in jurisdiction and state of mind, is Islam. So you have to learn the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast, Islam. And I'm not a beast. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay. He was. I told him. I said it's no problem. I can bend over and get the and open the door for the fridge. He's a black, unless he claim a nationality, black male. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Lately, he's been talking a lot about. I noticed sometimes he speaks. I notice out loud. I don't know who he's talking to, but he's speaking. I noticed one time. I was speaking about how I saw something that I wasn't appropriate, and he just blurted out how he. That's why I think he said this. I could be wrong. How he cooks his own food now, and he's eating healthier, and he eats avocado and stuff like that. And I don't know, but that's him. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't listen to all the conversation because usually when it starts to go there, I usually walk away. But I like had told him about something I saw inappropriate done, and that frustrated me while I was mopping the floor a couple of days ago. I think this was Thursday. Yeah. Or no, it was Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, it's already. Yeah, I better go. So I can at least blow my nose and breathe.
After all, it could be all women. There could be no damn men on there.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Oh, no, he too damn easy.
And well, I don't know if that lady that came in is connected to the Navy or the Army, and if she is, I don't know if she taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the Constitution or 1787, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations and the 13th Amendment, 27. I don't know. All I can say is I thought it was odd that she spoke of Down syndrome, right? I just posted a video at approximately 9:45 p.m. I don't know if she. I mean, now she did. Like I said, she was speaking to a regular male that answers to Charlie here, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't know their whole. I don't know. I truly don't know. I never had a conversation with them. The guy that I was speaking about wasn't the guy that they called Charlie. It was a guy that sits at the same table with the Army hat on. Just a few days ago, I just went ahead and asked them because over 3 years of working here, I was like, gosh, they come in with the Army hat on. Army stuff on, like veterans, and I just had this issue with harassment a few days ago where I had to tell one of them, please do not harass me. And I asked him, I said, it wasn't him per se, but he sits at the table. I said, I was just curious. I was, because he said the table, not because he said the table, I was just curious. Cause I was like, gosh, that's an Army hat. And I don't know if he taken an oath or affirmed to uphold the Constitution being naturalized. I have no idea. I don't know. And he said, yes, I'm in the Army. I was in the Army. And he looked to be over 45, 50 years old, or maybe 35, 45. I'm not sure. These are all males that look to be over 45 years old. Approximately black males. I mean, predominantly black males. If they haven't claimed a nationality. Okay. Well, let me let you go. Okay. Okay. Talk to you later. It's long.